Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the Box Office Summer Showdown. This is boss time, baby. We got a ragtag bunch of people. We've been playing this for, 6, 7 years since 2017, 2018, something like that. Let's get this party started. I'm going to try to invite people in one at a time. I have no idea how this is going to work. So let's try doing this. First off, the old host of the podcast I used to be on, Mr. John Harris. John, how you doing, bud?
Hey, Jake, doing great. You looking good over there?
Yeah, I got the summer movies that are coming out in the background, so just trying to set the mood a little bit.
Perfect.
How do you feel about your list?
Not great, but that's how I feel every year.
Damn right. Have you won before, John?
What's that?
Have you won before?
I have not, but
I won the first time when no one knew what they were doing.
all I need is that sweet, sweet trophy.
We have to mail it to you. That's going to be a little difficult, but that'll be on this next person over here. He's the winner of last year's. He's going by Dr. B.
Hey,
going,
boys. And one really quick change up there. I won year one. So you're looking at two-time winner.
I thought I won year one. Or maybe the first year. I got the trophy. Yeah, I got the trophy. You're right. I was the first one to get the trophy. He takes this very seriously, folks. He's getting a fucking workout in. He's pumped. He's ready to fucking go. Okay, next person we're gonna invite in. Let's do Mr. Riley. How you doing, Mr. Riley?
Doing great. Hey guys.
You look like you have like an old school streaming setup in your background. You look crazy right now, Riley. You play a lot of NES. You got a CRT back there.
Yep. Picked that up on the side of the road, so I could use it for something.
As long as it works, right?
It's a Guitar Hero station right now.
Nice.
Oh, look at you. I haven't played Guitar Hero in a long, long time.
Yeah. Bring it back.
All right. The last person we have in here right now, we should have another couple more people coming, but for right now, last but not least, Mr. Andy. How's it going, Andy?
I'm great. I'm confident. I'm ready to finally win. Didn't I get third place last year?
I only remember the winners, Andy, just like the history books.
You did get third, and it honestly, Riley probably should have won. I'm not happy with how I won, but
once I heard Anthony won, I was done.
Riley and I had like the same list last year, besides like one pick, if I remember correctly. That was nuts. And I don't think that's going to happen this year. There are a lot of movies coming out this year as opposed to like the past few years with COVID and everything. I feel like now everything is open again and there's a lot to choose from. What do you guys think?
Is this the return of a summer box office like explosion that we need?
I hope so. I think it's going to be better than last year. I mean, you look at what Mario's been doing just this month alone. It's already broke $1 billion globally. It's been kind of nuts.
It deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's back. I was looking at some data, guys. 2009, after the economy crashed, we got inflation now. We're in a similar place, up 4% from the year before. So people get depressed and they go to movies. Who knew?
It's like escapism, man.
Yeah. Movies are expensive to go to now, though, especially if you got a family. God, I probably spent close to $100 bringing my family to see Mario. It was stupid. God. It was stupid.
Thank God for daycare.
Pretty much.
Well, you go all out though. Like you get like popcorn and stuff. Like you're not stealing stuff from the gas station.
No.
You don't steal from the gas station. You
it's usually my move.
I make it into an event. That's for damn sure. But okay, we have a few people in the live right now. I'll start showing off some of their. Hey, Hybrid Sammy says hi. This guy saying, "What is this?" Well, that's a very good question.
Who is Hybrid Sammy?
The goal here is to pick what you think the top 10 movies of the summer are going to be, starting with the first release, May 5th, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and going all the way until Labor Day. We have to pick in order what we think the top 10 movies of the summer will be with domestic box office only.
Gross. Yeah.
There's a
Can
couple
you
more
pick that
rules
guy?
mixed in there. We'll get to it, but yeah, it's gross every time. Personally, I don't play any fantasy football or anything. This is like the only like fantasy shit that I do. I know a lot of you guys do some fantasy sports and whatnot, but
Too poor.
yeah. Hybrid Sammy thinks Indiana Jones will be number one. Very interesting.
Damn.
Yeah, this
Okay.
guy says Indy number
Dude,
one.
watch
He
your
says
tongue.
Scott Pilgrim's a good movie. I don't know.
Scott Pilgrim is a good movie,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
This person, did that pop up? It did pop up. Hybrid Sammy. Okay, very good.
Mm.
Well, what do you think? Do we want to wait a couple minutes for Kevin, or do we just want to go? And
Has anyone texted him?
I haven't yet. Does somebody want to?
How about we do like
we
a
can
roundhouse?
we can give our number ones if somebody texts them, and hopefully they'll pop in while we're still giving the ones. And if not, we'll just kind of wing it from there. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Real
I'll
quick, though,
send him a
you
text.
asked me a question. Let's ask everybody else a question. How's everybody feel about their list before we start?
Thank
I'm
God I
nervous,
won last
John.
year.
I'm really fucking nervous because for me there were 17 movies that I could have put in my top 10, and I didn't know where to like chop some of them down at. And placement wise, I've been all over the board. I finally like chose 10, and I'm like, okay, this could go here, here, or here. My top 5, I knew we were going to be in the top 5, but then like 6 through 10, I've been changing spots all day today.
Like I said, I'm confident I'm going to win. I used algorithms. I used chat.
Oh God.
Sure.
It tells you though you can't. It's like, hey, my data only goes up to 2020. Like that's supposed to comfort me that it doesn't know everything. Like, come on.
Mm.
I'll feel better after if my list aligns closely like last year with Jake. I might feel a little bit better from someone that doesn't follow movies as much as him. So like I felt pretty good last year, even though I didn't win. But
Neither of us won, Riley. We shouldn't feel good at all.
at the time,
Yeah, I think Riley, you were first loser. If Anthony's saying that you were number 2,
I did.
I'm
I
second loser.
only won by 2 points. So Riley,
Oh yeah.
you were really close.
I didn't realize how many
There's
back-to-back
games.
weekends these movies are coming out, which made things very interesting.
yeah, that's one thing I didn't look at all. But we'll
What's
see.
date releases?
Yeah, I just went off like past versions of it, how much they made and stuff like that. But
That's all I really had to go off of.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because like if you're looking at like I think Guardians or Mission Impossible, one of those. The previous ones didn't release during summer. They're kind of all over the place with the month, so it's kind of hard to say. Well, it made this much in March. It's going to make this much in May.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really line up quite how you'd like it to.
And we got the goddamn Tom Cruise wild card in here this time
I
again.
swear to God, if he ruins my list again.
Nobody picked Top Gun Maverick as their number 1. We all had it at like 5, 6 because that's what all the Mission Impossible movies were doing, and it just
Riley had it the highest.
Yeah, it cleaned house.
yeah, I was thinking the Maverick factor moved Mission Impossible up my list a little bit.
And they
Sneaky
left their
Maverick.
retirement homes to go see that movie. Everybody loved it.
It was a good movie. I liked it. I don't know if the same amount of people are going to come out to see Mission Impossible again or not. I'm not hearing any hype for that right now.
Hasn't started its marketing campaign.
True. It's got a couple months.
I didn't even know about it until I looked at the list, and I was like, "Oh shit, Mission Impossible, awesome! I'm gonna put that way high."
I was excited for a Meg 2. Are you kidding me?
You're excited about that?
I'm excited I had it for something, but
Remember doing that review on the old podcast, John? The Meg?
Yeah,
Honestly, it was
that's
just
all I
you
remember
and
about
me.
that
Yeah,
movie.
oh my god, that was not a good movie. I can't believe they're making a sequel to it. And I heard this one has like dinosaurs and shit in it.
Oh yes, please.
Mm-hmm. Hybrid Sammy's going to make a list as it goes on. Also going to see Guardians 3 this weekend. Are any of you going to make it out opening weekend?
Tell you what, Marvel movies are Disney Plus almost exclusively for me now.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I'm with you.
Same.
Those
Yeah.
movies suck. Oh man, why do they suck so bad? It's crazy.
I'll see Ant-Man on my TV, which is just okay.
Ant-Man wasn't great anyway, so you're not
Yeah.
missing much not seeing it in theaters.
No, I skipped it. I didn't even like Wakanda Forever. I thought it was terrible.
See, I liked that movie quite a bit.
It was like I thought it was like boring. I guess maybe a little too long.
mediocre.
Yeah, it kind of dragged. Yeah.
Well, this is Guardians 3, people.
The last movie I
Guardians 2
saw,
have been really good.
I think the last Marvel movie I saw was Black Widow in theaters when I first moved here,
Oh.
and I think that kind of told me that I don't probably need to see these in the movie theater anymore.
That's a good call.
Well, that was like a weird COVID release, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was like, there's like one movie in the theaters. If you want to go out to the theater, you're gonna go to that movie.
That's like one of the first movies they pushed to Disney Plus because I think Scarlett Johansson sued over that movie.
Yeah,
Going
because
to
she
Disney
wasn't going to
Plus
make
too
enough
soon.
money. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they give her like box office percentage or something.
Right.
So when they put on Disney Plus, they fucked her. That's kind of funny, but I think they won that. I think
Scarlett
Disney
won. No,
that.
Scarlett won that.
Oh, she won that? Okay.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's officially said she's done with the MCU. So
She has, yeah. She took her money and ran the fuck away.
That's BS. How many actors have you seen like come out and say they're not interested in Marvel? Like, you give them a certain figure, wave it in front of their face, they're gonna do it.
I wonder if what's the actor's name that played Kang will actually stick around with his
God.
allegations.
I doubt it.
Yeah, that is staying under the radar as much as it can. But like when his agency drops the dude, Jonathan Majors, that's a bad sign.
Imagine how much Marvel had riding on him.
Oh yeah, they
He's like
cast
the
him
next
in like
Thanos.
different things,
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, not great. And I like him as an actor too. But man, it seems like he has a very very dark past.
Just like the movie. that he was in.
Yeah, the casting department is so good these days.
This
They
is
really
really variants, guys. It's okay. This is
they
all a
really
marketing
make us a
ploy.
piece of shit to be
Mhm.
a bad guy.
So, Jake, what's your plan to start with 1 going down?
I think so. That's how we've done it in the past. Normally, like the lower 8 through 10s were kind of all over the place, but like 1, yeah, start with 1 and just make our way down, and then we'll go into all the extras. Should we start? They said he'll be a couple more minutes, but I think we should time it out a little. I think it should time out all right if you want to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, who wants to go first? I feel like the winner should go first, don't you?
I'd love
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
I'd love to. All right.
Dr.
So
B, what's your number 1 pick? 2023 summer box office.
I may regret this, but I'm going to say this a lot for this list, but I am going to go Guardians. I think you're starting off strong. You've got a full summer to make money. Marvel's going to do it yet again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very good. Let's just go around the board. Let's make a W out of this. Riley, what's your number 1?
Number 1, Indiana Jones, Isle of
Ooh.
Destiny.
Why'd you choose that?
Just lots of research. I think it'll at least double what the Crystal Skull is one if the reviews are somewhat good.
Do you think Crystal Skull is going to hurt this one at all? Just because not a lot of people liked that installment.
I think it's been so long, yeah, and I forget what I looked up what it was rated, but I think people will take their kids to this a little bit, and but could also be a Disney Plus movie for me, so I don't know.
Sure.
That's fair.
Okay. I'm going to stop everybody right here. We have a couple people ready to come into the stream. Let's give it up for Kevin. Woo woo. Kevin, how's it going? What's going on, man?
And then Alex is back over here.
Oh, and there's
With his
Doggo
note.
too. Nice.
My name is on the trophy. Wow.
Okay, I'll give you a couple seconds to think. We're going over our number 1s right now. It's perfect timing, bud. Okay, let's go with John. John, what's your number 1 movie of the year?
I'm going with Little Mermaid.
Whoa! Why'd you
Right
pick
off the
that?
bat.
I think despite the live action movie woes that I've had the last 2 movies, I think we're due for like a Lion King boom that we had in 2019?
Sure.
I think
2019 it was number 1.
yeah, and I think The Little Mermaid has enough good press despite the haters on the webs. I think it will do just fine.
I think it's gonna do just on par with what like Aladdin did. It'll do Aladdin numbers, and Aladdin did like 330-ish, I believe. So it's gonna be right up there with like 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Somewhere
It's
around
not,
there.
I also have high hopes. And side note, Riley looking fresh with the haircut. That looks great.
Thank you.
Say it again, Alex.
I'm with John. Black Girl Magic.
Woo!
All right, so that's the first time people have matched up. We have two
I've
Little
not- I didn't
Mermaids.
pick number one though.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
No.
Well, that's
You
what we're doing here.
didn't.
Okay,
in
Andy.
order.
Yep, Andy, it's your turn. What did you have for number one?
All right, we're doing Guardians 3. Based
Ayo.
on my research, okay, an average Marvel movie. So those sucky movies, Thor, which had horrible press, and I forgot the other one that I liked actually. Oh, Doctor Strange. They did about 350 to 400 million, and this one has a positive marketing campaign, and I think Chris Pratt still gets a lot of play. I think after this, we're done with Chris Pratt. We're sick of him, but Pratt is still in. I got Guardians 3, easy, number one. And I think it's obvious, too.
Well, it's obvious. That's the one I picked as well.
Wow.
Mr. Kevin, that is the one I picked as well. Guardians 3, number
Alex?
one.
Is it Alex now?
Well, do we want to talk more about Guardians, Kevin, and why we think it's going to dominate the summer?
You said everything. There has not been a very good, like real good Marvel movie in a long time. What's the last one you remember seeing in the theaters that you like actually liked that wasn't Avengers?
Yeah, exactly. Endgame was the last one I liked.
Yeah, exactly. Phase 4 has been kind of a dud with all the TV going on. I think people are ready to go back to the theater for it. And
the early buzz has been very good on it. From what I've heard, it's a very dark movie. Like it pushes PG-13 to the edge a little bit.
Well, that's maybe not a bad thing.
Yeah, I was kind of, when I put this at number one, I was kind of hoping that it would be a family play. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but neither was Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange ended up being number two.
There's an F word, in it, right?
What's that?
I heard there's an F word in it.
There is an F word. Chris Pratt throws down an F word for sure.
They gotta stop with that, man.
It's probably in like he's singing a song or something.
I don't like it.
It says it.
It was an ad lib that Marvel just had to keep in, is what they said.
He stubbed his toe during a take.
Mhm.
They said it's too good. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio cutting himself on the skull. It's too good.
To your credit, like it has 2 weeks to bring in some cash before the next big hit.
Right.
Well, and I mean, it's gonna continue to be in theaters. Like it's got the longest amount of time to be in a theater out of any of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
So Jake,
Alex.
what'd you pick? Oh, sorry.
I picked Guardians 3 as well. Kevin and I did the same thing.
Gotcha.
Alex, what is your number one?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Wow.
Whoa.
Across the Spider-Verse, huh? Why'd you pick that? That's a ballsy pick for number one.
Yeah, last year I picked Gru. So the only way, I don't know as much as y'all. So the only way I'm gonna even like have a chance is for like something amazing to happen.
I'm excited to talk more Spider-Man, but I'll do that a little later in the list, like a lot later, actually. Okay, I'm going to show some comments. We've had a few people say stuff. Marvel hasn't been great since the last Avengers movie.
True.
Very
On
good.
point.
Yeah.
This guy is smoking something. What guy are you talking about?
True.
Couldn't be any of us, really.
Little Mermaid will bomb so hard, just like the new Peter Pan movie.
True.
TV show, a Disney Plus TV show.
It's a movie.
That's
Is it a
July.
movie?
Yeah.
Doesn't do
I
good.
think it's a movie.
I heard it was pretty good. It's from the same guy who's doing Pete's Dragon.
It's not
And
good.
that was a really good remake.
I like Hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
let
why
you
would
do
they
that.
need to make a new Peter Pan movie when they already made Hook and it was perfect?
And there's been like what 6 renditions.
Thank
since?
you.
Pretty much, yeah. Hybrid Sammy just says nah.
Nah.
Good.
Whatever, bro.
Okay, so let's just keep on going down this zigzag line. Dr. B, what's your number two going to be?
That's where I have Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Ooh. Indiana Jones, huh?
Why'd you pick that? Or are you too
You
busy
know-
in your workout?
No, I can talk.
Okay.
He's in too good a shape. He can talk.
I don't know what that looks like.
So I don't know. I really contemplated putting Mission Impossible up here. This could possibly be Harrison Ford's last one. I think he's got a pretty good hype going on right now. I don't know. I think it's going to make the money. Crystal Skull sucked. I'm just going to throw it out there, but
Yeah,
It also raked in a lot of cash too, though. I want to say
Yeah.
it raked around like $350 million. I don't know if the demographic for moviegoers has changed. Like, I feel like old people got used to watching movies at home during COVID, and they haven't really came back. I feel like that's what the crowd for indie is going to be.
See, I think old people showed up for Maverick.
Yep.
exactly. And
they
that's
like the nostalgia, that's for sure.
I feel like that was like more like middle-aged people. I feel like Indiana Jones fans are old. I might be wrong on that, but that franchise has been around for a while.
Well, yeah, good point.
I don't know.
I have it on my list as making 450 million, and I'm
Ooh.
swapping with Anthony here, where my number 2 is Little Mermaid.
Okay.
Me too.
So we're on the same level there. Yeah, I just think it's gonna be. Well, John, you had it at number 1.
Yeah, Little Mermaid number 1.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was between those two. Yeah, for the top
Right.
2.
I think Little Mermaid will do pretty dang well. There's not a lot of like kids fairing this year. There's a few of them, and a lot of them are animated. These live action Disney movies just like to print money, even if they're good or bad. Like Aladdin, I did not think was that good. Did pretty damn well.
Yeah, personally, I think those posters look like duds. Like,
Oh my god, the fish!
Garbage.
Fish look terrible.
Flounder
John. I agree with
sucks.
you.
yeah,
Fish
it's
looks
bad.
sad, man.
I have
Yeah.
faith in the kids. Come on, kids.
Like they're not even trying at all with that crap.
Flounder's the new Sonic with teeth.
It's a
Not
good
wrong.
thing.
That's a good call.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's zigzag back up to John. What's your number 2?
I had Indiana Jones number 2. I think enough time has passed from 2008 that, like Anthony said, Harrison Ford has some goodwill going towards him, and I think people are like want Indiana Jones to be good again.
Mhm.
So I think they'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
When does that movie come out again? Do you know?
It's like
It comes
mid-July.
out June 30th.
Oh, I thought it was mid-July.
The next movie it contends with is Mission Impossible, July 12th. So
Well,
that
there's-
also has some room to breathe.
Yeah,
But
2
Indy's
weeks-
going to
2
be your
weeks,
4th of
long
July
time.
play.
Yeah, too.
Indy's going to be the 4th of July play. That's not a bad
Yeah.
choice. Andy, what's your number 2?
I'm going with Mission Impossible here. I think Tom Cruise rides
Dang.
a wave of his success from last year. And also, did anyone watch that trailer? Because there's not a lot of marketing for this movie yet, but there is a trailer out, and it is fucking awesome.
You know, it looks great. I'm
It
pumped.
does. It looks fine.
I've just seen him driving off the cliff. That's about it in the motorcycle.
That's every Tom Cruise movie.
Once, well, yeah, it is, but, okay,
Him running.
That was a
once they-
Fast and Furious movie.
once they really kick in with the marketing on this, I think it's going to become pretty clear that it's the number 2. You know,
I hope so. I like that franchise quite a bit. I did not put that at number 2.
oh shoot,
What I put at number 2 was The Little Mermaid. Right up. Oh god, right up there. It's mirrored right above my head. Those Disney live actions make a ton of money. This is going to be like the main movie that comes out Memorial Day weekend, which is pretty damn close to like what the 4th of July weekend does. It's going to have more time to rake in the dough. I just think parents like to have something for their kids to do during the summer, and this is a good excuse to go to the movies if there's any of them. The kid or the parents.
Interesting. Where'd he go?
There
I'm
you
right
go.
here. I pressed the button I wasn't supposed to.
Oh,
Where'd Andy go?
Andy said he'd be right back.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so let's make Kevin really big and get Kevin
Let's
and
go.
Alex as number
Alex,
2.
go ahead. What was your?
Little Mermaid, number 2.
Heyo.
Seems to be a pretty popular spot. I went with a different form of nostalgia and went with The Flash.
whoa.
Damn, number 2.
Too
I
high.
think people are ready for a good DC movie, and they haven't had one ever. So, yeah, it's smart to get Michael Keaton back in the mix. I think they'll draw a lot of fans from the 80s and early 90s back into it.
Mhm.
And we all know how much those guys like to go to the movies. So,
Is Ezra forgiven by the crowd though?
I I think,
Not
yeah,
me.
probably.
I don't think enough
Even-
people know about
Yeah,
that.
does anybody know what he actually did wrong? Like,
Well,
besides
He's just
that-
a psycho. Like he
Oh, I
went
know.
crazy for a couple months there.
I think they stole something.
yeah, he stole some wine or something and hit somebody. I don't
He
know.
stole something. He hit a person. Like there's a lot of little things that he did. He's just kind of, or they are kind of off the rocker right now. So
Yeah,
hmm
but I think that movie will rake in a lot of money.
yeah. If you've noticed, Ezra has like not done any press yet for this thing.
Yeah, good call by DC.
Pretty much. Let the Batmans carry this load.
Yeah.
Correct.
Let's see here. Got a couple more things. Little Mermaid will bomb so hard. I read that one. Sorry. Mission Impossible 7 will be a close second. Someone agrees with you, Andy. Hybrid Sammy.
Hybrid Sammy finally agrees with me on something.
And then watch an upcoming movie, Starry. I don't know what that is. On May 26th. Does anybody else know what Starry is?
It's their movie.
Oh, it's their movie. Baba Scott. Okay, yeah. Hit me up. Let me know. I'll watch
Starry or Starry? I think Starry has 2 R's.
Starry?
He couldn't call it Starry though, because that's the new rebranding for Sierra Mist.
Oh. Is this
Do you
a
know this?
documentary about?
Yeah, just bad timing, man.
Don't step on toes.
Bad timing.
That's hilarious.
Okay, let's keep this train a rolling. Dr. B, what you got for number 3?
Shouldn't have this at 3. I'm regretting it already, but that's where I put Spider-Man. Spider-Verse.
Whoa!
Ayo.
Make risks to win this thing. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be the animated. My kid who's 3 likes it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
It's
every
gonna be
kid
big.
who actually watches that movie likes it.
I'm hoping it has that residual bump. I know it came out during Christmas 2019. I know Christmas time, and it made 190 domestic. I'm hoping enough people have seen it and are ready to see what comes next because, yeah, that movie's awesome. We'll see how it goes. Riley, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Mission Impossible. And
Okay.
so my top 3 is no superhero movies. I got The Fatigue. That sounds like some of you guys do too. So that's what I'm thinking. No superheroes in the top 3.
Wow. Making a statement, Riley. Jeez.
I like it though.
But I am excited for the Spider-Verse as well. But that's probably maybe the only one I see in the theaters out of my list here.
I'm going to try to see all 10 of mine in theaters. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but yeah. We'll see how it goes. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, what's your number 3?
I had Guardians here. I think it's still going to do great, like everyone said. I just don't have as much faith in Marvel as I used to. So, and I'm not sure if I'm on the outside here, but I've heard good things, but not a lot of Twitter talk about people going to see this movie.
Are people still on Twitter?
Yeah, a lot of us right-wing nut jobs. Just kidding.
Hey, you can say anything on Twitter now.
It's true.
I don't know.
No,
I'm pretty excited for Guardians. But I mean, I'm still a big Marvel guy, so I don't know if that's just me being in my own little cocoon or not.
Yeah, I think it's just more of me personally just thinking I'm going to see that movie on Disney Plus, so everyone else is going to be on that train with me.
Sure. I think that might come into play for another movie coming out this summer, but I think people still flock out to go see Marvel movies.
Sure.
We'll see how it goes. Okay, Mr. Andy, what's your number 3?
Okay. I walked away for a second. Were you guys talking about The Flash earlier?
That is what Kevin chose as his number 2.
Okay, I got that at number 3, and I feel a little stupid, but I think, DC movies have been bombing a lot, but
Always.
so far, I've seen a lot of positive stuff about this, like coverage and everything. Last year, a lot of the movies were very review dependent. I think this one might get good reviews, and it has a lot of that like nostalgia garbage that everybody eats up. So, Keaton Batman. So I think it overperforms.
Yeah, I'm going to walk
their
in right
version of
with you,
Spider-Man
Andy.
No Way Home.
It's my number 3. Multiverse shit is hot right now, people. People love Everything Everywhere All at Once. Best Picture winner. We had Spider-Man No Way Home make all the fucking money in the world. This is DC's version. It's got 2 fucking Batmans. It's got Batfleck. It's got Mr. Keaton. It's got a Supergirl. I don't know if anybody's going to care about that. I think there's more cameos that we don't even know about yet. I think this movie is going to make a lot of money, and I had it at number 2 at one point, but yeah, number 3 for me is The Flash. I think it's going to make a lot of money.
Like James Gunn even said, like it's the best superhero movie he's ever seen. Even though he's probably a little biased since he works with
You
DC.
think?
He got paid big bucks to say that.
Yeah,
He's looking over the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I put Guardians at number 1, but I'm sick of James Gunn.
It's fair.
He's pandering.
He's not going anywhere soon, though.
No, he's not.
No.
Get
We're
used
going
to
to
that.
see more of him, yeah. And what, his next movie is the new Superman movie? I think is what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that he's not going anywhere, and he's going to look over all of DC. So I'm hoping he doesn't get his kind of because I mean Guardians is okay and Peacemaker is okay, but it's definitely a lane, and I'm really hoping that all of DC isn't in that lane for sure.
Yeah, he's got to tune it down a little bit, I think. I'll wait. I'll watch Superman. If I don't like Superman, then I'm just going to give up on it.
Damn, Superman or bust, Andy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
is that what happened with the DCEU
When's
to you
he-
too? You didn't like Man of Steel, so you're like, fuck this.
I love Man of Steel. I didn't like Black Adam.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I think that kind of killed it.
Black Adam is mediocre as hell.
Yeah, to
When's
see
he
it.
gonna bring Rainn Wilson in? When's he gonna remake that one?
Super
Oh, Super?
should
Yeah.
go into the DCU. That would be great. Okay, Kevin.
Practically there already.
Yeah. What are your guys' number
I
threes?
put Little Mermaid at 3.
Little Mermaid
I
at
put
3.
Little Mermaid at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Alex, what you got?
Guardians.
Guardians number
Guardians.
3. Very
Nice.
cool. Very cool. Okay. A question everybody has been asking in the chat. Why does Dr. B have a bulletproof vest on?
It's a weighted vest. It's
I was gonna
I'm doing hills tonight, so I've got to have a little. I've got 20 extra pounds on today.
He's getting his 50 Cent on right now into club music video look. Okay. We also have Blue Beetle will bomb too.
True.
That's something that'll probably come up later, but yeah, some of us might agree with you. And then, dude, Blue Beetle's gonna bomb. No, it's not gonna bomb.
bomb.
Ooh, look at that. Okay. I would love to see if anybody is ballsy enough to have Blue Beetle on their top 10. It only has like 2 weeks to make money.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
not enough time.
Not top 10, but I sure considered it for a dark horse.
Yeah. Well, okay, Mr. Anthony, Dr. B, we'll go to you. What's your number
All right.
4?
Little Mermaid. I think this is where those kids get to see it. If they don't come and see me with Spider-Man, they are going to see that live action Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it'll make the money. I think it's still going to be over 300.
Very
Okay.
good. Very good. I think we've talked about that one enough. Riley, what's your number 4?
I got Guardians 3 at number 4.
Mm-hmm. This is what I was kind of like. My 4 is what a lot of people's other 4 are for the top 4. It's funny how that works. John, what's your number 4?
Oh boy, maybe I'm really wrong here, but I'm going with this.
Oh no,
You fool.
Jonathan!
Oh,
I
You
think it's
got to
time.
explain yourself. You're the first person to bring this franchise up. Fast X.
Maybe the
Why?
only.
Oh wow.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm should be speaking on it because I've never seen a movie, any of the movies.
Oh my
Why'd you
god.
put it so high then?
So I think there's so much buzz around the family, and everybody wants to go see.
And we
Fast
wonder why John's
X.
never won.
Dude,
Those
when
are
you
the-
when you crossed your arms, I thought to myself, there's a new X-Men movie coming out this year. I had no idea what the hell you even meant. It's
think-
on my list later on, but
New
I had no
Deadpool.
idea that's what you meant.
People who watch these movies like love these movies, and they clean up. They do clean up.
I mean, they clean less and less these days. I think
Correct.
ever since 7, they have gradually taken like stair steps downward.
True.
I don't know if
but
Jason Momoa is going to get more butts in seats or not.
that Fast 10 trailer though, I had no idea what was going on, but man, it's hilarious. I thought it was great.
In Fast 9, they went to space. I don't know where the fuck they're going to go from here.
It's a multiverse.
Oh, don't even tease me, John. Don't even tease me.
Yeah, they're going to the Mariana Trench.
Give me some Dom Toretto, some Xander Cage, and fucking Pitch Black Riddick, his own multiverse.
Was he
That'd
also
be
on the
good.
pacifier?
That's too
Yeah.
much. That's too
Bring
much
me all
money.
the
Fire and the
Yeah.
Witch Hunter.
Fuel me with diesel, John. I'm ready for it.
If only they could make it into a heist.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
5 was, and I know that Jason Momoa is like a character in Fast 5, and it goes into flashbacks for that. Fast 5 was my favorite of the franchise, so I'm hoping it sprinkles some of that magic into this one. I don't know though.
And as the outsider, the deal between Diesel and The Rock is true beef, right? It's not just for internet ploy.
Oh, they hate each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not coming back at all. That's why they even made his own spin-off movie, because they hate each other so much they can't be around each other.
Okay, just wanted to confirm.
That spin-off movie was fun though.
Yeah,
It
Hobbs
wasn't
and Shaw.
good.
I want them to make a sequel to that. I like
It
that
wasn't
movie.
good,
a lot.
but it
They
was
left Hobbs and Shaw with a huge cliffhanger, with like the voice, like the puppet master or whatever. I don't think they're ever gonna follow up on that.
I think Rock wants too much like control and money, just like Vin had with the regular franchise.
Yeah, he puts
That would be my guess, but
too many Samoan people in every movie he's in. It's like, we got to go Samoa, and it's like, dude, come on, let me get it. Okay, you've created a lot of representation for Samoa. It's over. You did it. Good for him, but stop. Oh my god.
You win, Rock.
Yeah, I feel like Samoans are like 50% of the population outside of the United States because they're so represented.
yeah, The Rock has that much presence. They're making a Moana live-action movie now, for fuck's sake, Andy.
Don't get me started.
Let's get you started on your number 4 pick. How
He
about
wants
that?
to be in that fucking movie. Okay, this is where I put Little Mermaid. Now, I did some math, okay? So,
Hooray.
Lion King made $500 million, and I looked it up, and there are about half as many VHS and DVD copies of Little Mermaid in circulation as The Lion King. So it's about half as popular. So I gave it about half the box office, and I bumped it a little because anytime you get like a lot of weird political stuff and people complaining about Disney movies, it either bumps it or it takes it down a little bit. I think this one gets a bump.
Mr. Mathematician Andy over here.
Damn.
Yeah.
I did
like
the
your
most
stat
research
chasing.
on this because I don't like the live action remakes. I've probably mentioned that. I fuck those movies.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't like saying it's going to do well, but it probably will. So
People are going to go just to hear the songs again. I promise you.
God.
Yeah.
So they're going to change all the songs. Did you hear? Oh my God. Everyone's so mad.
Melissa McCarthy.
She might be the only thing that saves that movie.
We'll see.
They changed her song because they didn't like how it referenced the idea that her little victims were like quote unquote slaves, but she's like the villain. I don't know. It's just
They
weird.
make her bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
DC elitist Disney over here. Fuck.
It's ever since Black Panther, superheroes got to be at least a little bit, or supervillains got to be at least a little bit likable.
Oh, I feel like they're trying to avoid, like, in 20 years having the disclaimer in the front of Aladdin that says like everything they said was like awful in that movie.
If Ursula wants to be likable, she'll put on a fucking wedding dress and shit in the middle of the ocean or something, bridesmaid style.
Not to create a side tangent, but they learned their lesson from The Lion King, right? They're not going to do a scene-by-scene remake. Or do you think they?
Who knows?
I highly doubt it.
Lion King cleaned up. I mean, if they're going to learn any lesson, it's that. People just want to see the same movie over again.
They're going to do Under the Sea like exactly how it is in the original, except with like real looking animals, and it's going to suck. It's going to be so bad, but people are going to eat it up.
Flounder already sucks.
I wish I could pull up posters of those terrible, just like, hey, meet Flounder, except he looks like garbage.
Are you ready for like Melissa McCarthy to be giant in the middle of the ocean, like sucking people in? Get ready.
No one's
Wait
ready
for her to
for
get
that.
impaled by a ship, that's for sure.
Okay. My number 4 is Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny. I think it'll still make a lot of money. I don't think it'll make as much money as even the fourth one did. So I think it's still going to be enough to keep it in the top 4, though. Dial of Destiny.
Mads
All right,
back as a villain.
Who's that?
Mads back as a villain.
Oh, Mads Mikkelsen, yes. That's another thing. I've seen trailers, but I know nothing about this movie. I've seen like Harrison Ford all
It's got
de-aged
time
CGI
travel.
stuff.
That's it.
It's not a
It's
flashback. I think it's time travel.
Yeah.
The Dial of
It's
Destiny.
Dial
I
of
guess that makes
Destiny, it
sense.
just turns out like they go back in time.
I did not think that hard about it.
Is this an Indy multiverse, Kevin?
What's that?
This is an Indiana Jones multiverse. We're gonna get Han Solo in this.
No, I hope not. That'd be bad.
Blade
Like,
Yeah,
I
right.
love Star Wars, and that would
It'd
be
make me
bad.
more excited for it.
Deckard
Maybe.
Cain.
I don't know. Maybe they get Short Round back in there.
They fucking
He-
better.
did
He
just win an
will
Oscar.
be in that movie. They're hiding him, but he's in that movie. Come on.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Just with the
I hope he takes
popularity
the
bump
mantle.
he's
That'd be
had.
awesome.
Yeah, the popularity bump he's had. I'm hoping he was a rewrite for sure, and just
Pull the
squeeze him in
strings,
where he
man.
can.
Pull the strings of the heart.
I'll take it. He's the best.
Yeah, he
Okay,
rules.
Kevin, Alex, what's your number 4?
Go ahead.
Mission Impossible.
That's actually what I had as well. So
Okay, what's your number 4? Very good, very good. You have anything to say on it? Or it's already been
need to say
said?
more. I mean,
It's the first part of a two-parter, which I think for me keeps it out of the top, like the very top. But that's about all I have.
That was my
Gotcha.
logic for my place too. Eventually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Okay, in the chat, we got someone saying hi. How's it going?
hey,
Hello.
And name one good movie Melissa McCarthy made.
No.
I don't want to accept that challenge. I don't
Like,
know.
she's
You know what?
Spy
The
is the
Heat
only
is
one.
all right in Bridesmaids.
It was-
You
yeah,
have
I was
to give
gonna
her
say,
credit for that.
I think she was in Bridesmaids.
She
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Spy.
As the primary like actor though.
No, as the
Fair.
It's a
comedic
comic relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as
I
a
like The Heat. The Heat was pretty good.
What was the one where she played the chick?
Sandra Bullock.
Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that called?
Was Spy?
No, it was
No.
the one where she. What was that movie? So
No, not
she was,
Spy.
she was
Oh, I love Spy.
She was plagiarizing. It's like a
Oh, her
historical-
serious role. I know. What
Yeah,
you're talking
that one
about.
actually
With
was
Jason
good.
Bateman?
No,
Can't
it-
remember the name of it. though.
it's
I
like
can't remember it either.
some weird
It was
long
based
title.
on a real woman who
Yeah.
forged
I know
letters.
I know what you're talking about. I totally forgot about that movie though.
I watched it and it was great. She was great in it. Great in it. So
Mhm.
That movie was really good.
I just can't remember the name.
I got you. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Well, while you figure
I'll
that
find it
out,
eventually.
Mr. Anthony, we're going to number 5. We're almost halfway.
Oh, it's the
through
Happy Time
list.
Murders.
What's it called?
Oh, the Happy Time Murders. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
No,
the
fuck
Happy
that
Time
movie,
Murders.
no.
That's what it is.
No, thank you. Also forgot that movie
No,
existed.
it was
Good
not.
Lord. Okay,
All right.
Dr. B.
Number 5. Yep.
Yeah.
Number 5. My logic gets straight to what you guys said about Mission Impossible 3, but that's where I have 5. It's the first part. It's going to make money. I already regret it because Tom Cruise likes to make me lose, but that's where I got it. Number 5.
Tom Cruise does hate you personally, Anthony.
a lot of people on that.
I'd like to see him catch me.
Dude, that guy runs. That guy's whole shtick is running fast in movies, right?
Yeah,
How's he not going to catch you?
because Anthony has a weighted vest on. Just wait till he takes it off.
Yeah.
That movie's called Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Okay, man, it's been a
Yeah,
long
what
time
a-
since I've
what
seen
a-
that movie. Dear Lord. All right, Mr. Riley, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is The Flash. I'm kind of more excited about it now that you guys have been talking about it, but I think after Wonder Woman 1984 kind of flopped, I think it'll make still like 100 mil more than that, but that's still got it down at number 5 for me.
I'm thinking they're keeping a lot of stuff close to the chest here, and this might actually be like a soft relaunch into the DCU just because of all of the multiverse stuff. So I'm hoping it plays a bigger picture and word gets out that like, okay, we really got to see this movie in theaters. We'll see how it
I'm pretty
goes.
sure that's what they do in the comics every time. They just get Flash to reset everything.
Right.
So
Mhm.
why
I
not?
think, isn't there an interview where he said that it is not really part of what they were planning on when he took over, but it is going to act like a reboot for them pretty much. I'm pretty sure that's like part of what it was an interview that he gave. I don't think it's part of the marketing though. I don't know. Maybe I was like having a fever dream.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just rumored or because like you said, the Flash has been known to do this numerous times. So
Mhm.
it makes logical sense to do it in the movie universe too.
They so badly want to be able to make like even mediocre Marvel movie money
Yeah.
without doing any of the work for like anything.
Right.
So who knows?
We'll see how it goes. Mr. John, what's your number 5?
Number 5, I had Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. I think Tom Cruise will bring in the money, but I also think that Part 1 will give people a hesitancy to see the first one and the second one later, like all together, closer to the same time. I think Part 1 pushes people away sometimes.
They're going to drop Part 1, right? Because Across the Spider-Verse is supposed to be Part 1, Part 2, and they dropped the Part 1 of that. I hope that they do the same with Mission Impossible. It doesn't make any sense.
I haven't actually looked at the logo or a trailer for that, but I assume when I looked it up, my research, it said Part 1, but maybe that's just movie websites. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Ever since that first trailer, I haven't seen the Part 1 since. I'm really hoping.
I hope we get 10 of them.
True. They're good movies.
I don't know if these are the last 2 Mission Impossibles or not. I mean, fucking Tom Cruise is getting old as hell.
Oh, are we talking Mission Impossible? I thought we were talking about Spider-Man. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Well, Spider-Man give me $1 million. He picked Mission Impossible for
Mission
his.
Impossible.
No, don't give me 10 more of the Mission Impossible. This one hopefully is the end.
No, there's one more after this. This is Part 1.
Well, yes.
Where have you been?
This whole thing, I was reading the comments.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, Andy, number 5. What is it? Give me more math.
The first this is going to be the first appearance on anyone's list of the Pixar movie Elemental.
Ooh, it is.
Wow.
I think that it's really the only like 3D animated like kid movie, like, you know, Spider-Man and TMNT are like cartoon animated.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a true animated, you know. I think it looks like shit too, honestly. I think it looks really bad and really stupid and generic, lazy, uninspired, bunch of different stuff. But I just think it's like the only kids movie that people are really going to take the children to.
I just watched the trailer for this movie today, and I thought it looked terrible. And I love Pixar. I really do. But this looks like straight trash.
Is it like
I think it'll make
Worse than Good Dinosaur.
Yes. This is the same guy who directed Good Dinosaur.
I was thinking it looked like Inside Out a little bit. Just, you know.
I think that's what they were
I
trying
thought
to do.
Inside Out too, and I think that's why I projected it so high. I think because the whole idea of like the city they're in or whatever. But I don't know. I think it has a lot of room to breathe as a kids movie.
Mm-hmm.
As like I think you do have to kind of draw a difference between like the animated stuff and like the 3D animated like Pixar style stuff.
I think COVID has helped kill Pixar at the movie theater. They got them used to like watching all of their movies for free on Disney Plus. I don't think this is gonna, like, if Lightyear couldn't bring them back, if like a Buzz Lightyear story couldn't bring them back into theaters, I don't think this movie's going to.
Lightyear had so many problems. I think the entire concept of it is really what turned people away from it. I think that's why it was a bomb. This is at least like an original thing, so you can kind of give it a little bit of leeway.
Yeah, but I didn't like their last original thing.
Turning Red?
Yeah. Was
I
that?
liked
That
the
was
movie a
Pixar,
lot.
Pixar, right?
Yeah, it was. I liked the movie quite a bit.
That movie's actually dope.
Mm-hmm.
I
like that
asleep
one
on
too.
board of shit.
Well, I think
You fall
Disney's.
asleep in every movie.
But I do fall asleep in every movie,
I think the non.
except for somehow Bo is Afraid. I did not fall asleep in that movie.
The movie you should have fallen asleep
The
during.
movie I could have fallen
Yeah.
asleep and woken up and been like, "Oh, we're back in the same spot we were."
Right.
Movie was weird.
Okay. My number 5, a movie that has been said a couple times, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I think enough people have seen it and are excited enough to go see this in theaters. They took the Part 1 out. I don't think anybody really even knows, the mainstream audience, that this is a Part 1 and that another installment's going to come next year. Again, everybody loves Spider-Man. No Way Home cleaned up. This is more multiverse stuff. I'm hoping it's not too much Spider-Man for people. That's one of my concerns, is that they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this, and it might be too much for your average moviegoer, but I got it at number 5. All right, Kevin, Alex, what's your number 5?
Mine was Spider-Man as well. So
Gotcha.
Coming in hot, first appearance of Barbie.
Hey-o, watch out. Okay, you're the first person to bring it up. Why'd you get Barbie at number 5?
So I think this is gonna do a couple things. It'll get like the Swifties, that whole clan of psychotic young ladies who will go in droves together, plus, little girls, plus their parents. And Greta Gerwig's a pretty good director.
Mhm.
I think it might just be kind of tongue-in-cheek enough to draw fans of just kind of funny, fucked up movies. I don't know.
Those trailers are a hit.
If they do it right and do the parody right, then it could smash.
I
feel like they're going-
loaded with stars.
Yeah. And all the character posters that became like a meme for a little bit. Marketing has been great on it so far. I just don't know how meta it's going to get. And I don't know if people will be into how meta it's going to get for a Barbie movie. I'm interested. I just don't know how normal people are going to react to it.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's keep the ball rolling with the move-in Dr. B. Let's do number 6.
Forgive me for this. This where I got fast. This is where I got fast. I don't want it on my list, and I have it way too high.
Do.
But it's gonna make money, unfortunately.
You even look like Ben now.
Ugh.
Yeah, you got your VIN look on. You can't hate it, Anthony.
I'm part of the family.
That's right.
Everyone is.
You had a Camaro for a while, right?
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Let's give Anthony as much shit as possible. What else can we do?
Please, because that trophy's coming right back. So
I think Ben's cool. I don't know. I didn't think you were giving him shit. I think Ben's awesome.
Okay, Riley, number 6. What you got?
All right, I'll join the family here, and
Oh no!
but I do like the Fast and Furious movies. I don't follow the lore maybe as much as Andy. I just watch them once, really enjoy them, then I'm done. I'm out of the family. But yeah, I think it's good. It's tied on my list as making them around the same as the Flash. So I put it just slightly below Flash.
Gotcha.
When that trailer says "Let's ride," like you get goosebumps.
Yeah, it's like Broncos country up in there.
Oh.
ew.
that was a gross pull there, Kevin. Okay, John, number 6. You started the Fast X train. You starting a different train now?
No, I'm jumping here with the Flash.
Okay.
Yep. And for every reason everybody's listed, I just think DC will pull something this summer, and I think hopefully it'll be good.
Gotcha. Okay, I am not jumping on the Fast X train just yet, but I am jumping off a cliff with Tom Cruise. Let's go Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning. I think this movie will do just about what all the other Mission Impossible movies have done, right around like that 250 mark, and I think that's going to beat Fast X this year. So that's my number 6. Kevin, Alex, what you got?
This is where I put Indiana Jones.
Ooh, that's the lowest out of everybody so far.
Yep. I think I don't know. I think there's still some backlash from the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls.
I can see it. Totally could.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But that's where I got it. I got it 6.
Alex, how about you? Oh, let's ride. Nothing more needs to be said. I get it.
I love it.
I think the Fast and Furious movies are fun, but I watch them the same way I watch really Mystery Science Theater movies. So I'll probably go see it in the theater.
Those movies are fun just to fucking laugh at half the time. Just to be like, why the fuck is that happening? Like, honestly, like, one of the funniest moments in theaters a couple years ago was when fucking Tyrese was in space in a car. Like, that was just so stupid, but it was the best.
Was that 8 or 9?
That was 9.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Oh, you're not missing much. It was pretty terrible.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I was assuming.
Yeah. Yeah, John Cena does not a lot for that franchise, believe it or not. Okay, let's go back to Dr. B. We are at your number 7 pick. What you
Number
got?
7. DC. Here's the Flash for me. I think
Damn.
just because it's DC, I think this is the only reason it's going to make the pitiful money it's going to. I'm the only one to say it.
Wow.
Anthony spitting truth over here. He's the only one to say that Flash is going to suck. I like our list because we have the same movies, but we're kind of all over the place as to where we're putting them. Riley, where are you going with your number 7?
I got Spider-Verse here, and pretty equal in the amount of money between the Flash, Fast X, and Spider-Verse, but I feel like people don't go to, like, adults go to animated movies as much, even though this does bring in kids too. But Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I'm very curious where it's going to end up, because if I think it just in the summertime it's going to make at least like 50 million more than what it did in Christmas time, but who the hell knows?
Yeah.
Okay, Jonathan, number 7.
7, I also had Spider-Verse, and here's kind of where my brain went, just with release schedule-wise.
Mhm.
Spider-Verse comes out June 2nd. Little Mermaid's May 24th, so it's a week prior, and I think Little Mermaid will still be doing good.
Yeah.
Then a week after Spider-Verse, Transformers comes out, so that's going to pull some kids away. And Elemental is 2 weeks after Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's going to keep splitting that movie. As much as I wanted to clean up, I just don't think it's going to be top tier.
I could see that. It's a packed summer, that's for damn sure. People have their pick of the litter as to what they actually want to see. I don't know if it's going to be Transformers or Elementals, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe people won't see that movie more than once, and it'll just kind of die.
Yeah.
You never know.
I do like myself some Beast Wars, but I don't think it's going to drop me to the theater for Transformers.
I agree. Okay, Andy, number 7. Are you driving to the theater to see Fast X?
Not yet.
Oh,
So you skipped me at 6.
oh, did I? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
bud.
that's okay. I was just gonna throw onto the Spider-Verse. I don't have anything else to say. That was my number 6. I kind of thought, it would do about 40 to 50 million more than the first one.
Mhm.
7 is where I put Indiana Jones. I think people are just sick of this shit. I don't know. like Star Wars, like it kind of exists in the same universe as like Star Wars. People are sick of Star Wars. You got what's the old guy's name?
Lucas, George Lucas.
No,
Harrison Ford?
Yeah, Harrison Ford. Yeah, no one likes him anymore. Like,
What are you talking about? He's in the hit Apple TV Plus show Shrinking.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Sure.
It just came out like a month ago. It's all right.
Oh, okay. I've seen ads for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. Yeah, I don't know. I just think people are sick of it. They're sick of him. I think the trailer does look kind of cool, I guess, but it's like one of those like legacy franchises that keeps getting fucking re-released, and I don't know. I think that's kind of like the superhero Star Wars, whatever. There's like, let me look at my list. There's like one original movie on my list. There's one original movie on my list that we haven't seen before. Like, come on. Anyway, that's like my reasoning. I don't know. I'd fuck that movie.
The only reason I'm semi-excited about Indiana Jones is because of James Mangold. He makes amazing movies. And I think him trying to get his like Spielbergian sense on is going to be really good. He's directed like Ford v Ferrari. He's directed Logan. He's directed 310 to Yuma. A lot of really good movies. So I think it'll be a strong movie. I don't know if people are sick of that franchise yet or not either, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My number 7, I will not be. Sorry, what's up?
It feels like for Indiana Jones that they're making a movie like every 15 years so they don't lose the rights to the character.
That's a gross way to look at it, but you might be right. Is it every 15 years for that?
Well, I don't know.
Same
reason,
that,
like
Fantastic Four. It's like every 8 years or so.
Tracy.
Not copyright law, but
same
like
reason Warren Beatty
contract.
has.
Yeah.
Sure. Something
We
like
are
that.
almost due for a Fantastic Four movie now that you bring it up. So, Hey, good timing.
Just to get introduced into the MCU, Andy. It's coming.
Oh, there's been a bunch of casting rumors going around.
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard.
Rapist from You. He's supposed to be Mr. Fantastic.
Mila Kunis, not in it. She confirmed she's not.
Good.
She knows who is.
But John Krasinski is. I mean, he was in the
That doesn't mean a
multiverse.
thing. That's
He was just a
multiverse,
cameo.
man.
Yeah. He was in the multiverse, so he's a version. He might not be the version.
Mrs. Fantastic will be that Jenna Ortega, right? Everyone likes her. Get her in there. Get Pedro Pascal in there.
She's too busy being in the new Beetlejuice movie, Andy.
Are they doing that?
Yep, they are. Beetlejuice 2 got announced.
Oh,
And Pascal's going to play Wario, so leave it alone.
I can see Pedro Pascal doing playing Dr. Doom though.
Here we have a comment. Margot Robbie as Sue Storm.
That's not awful.
I don't know if she's too big to be in a Marvel movie now or not. I feel like you have to be like C tier and get moved up to
Margot
A
Robbie?
tier.
Anna De
Oh,
Armas.
she's Harley Quinn, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do cast people and they give them exploitative contracts.
Right.
Tiana.
Tatiana.
Hey,
The Marvels and Kraven the Hunter will be the best summer movies guaranteed.
Fuck.
Marvels comes out November, and Kraven the Hunter, I think, is next year.
Yeah, so which summer? Maybe next summer.
Maybe next year.
Kraven the Hunter, though, it's going to be rated R. Aaron Taylor Johnson's
Ooh.
playing Kraven, and I've heard like from the footage they showed at CinemaCon, it looks graphic as fuck, which sounds amazing.
even for that reason, though, it's not going to be top, maybe 5 because it's rated R.
Probably won't make a lot of money, but I am more excited to see it because it is rated R. I will say that.
See?
Okay. Well, my number 7, I'm not going to throw up any gang signs, but it's Fast X.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not
I
riding.
don't like Fast 9 was not good at all, and I like the franchise a lot. And every time it's just made less and less. So I think this one's gonna be pretty okay, but yeah, the movies below it will make far less than what Fast X will make, in my opinion. All right. Kevin, Alex, number 7s.
Go ahead.
I went with Flash here. I've hated everything DC's made, or just I haven't hated it.
yeah.
Outside of some of the Batman movies. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Flash coming from the CW is just not. I just don't feel like it's gonna blow anybody away.
You get it?
This is where I have Barbie.
That's such a big wild card for me this year. I have no idea where Barbie's going to be. I could literally see it anywhere from like 3 to 10. I really could. Or not even making the list. I have no idea.
I guess, I mean, it just depends on. Margot Robbie's been pretty big for a little while, so that's good.
Mhm.
I mean, Ryan Gosling is typecast as Ken. So, I mean, it should be fun. The trailer looks great.
You couldn't have asked for a better Barbie and Ken right now.
Yeah.
They look like they fit the mold for sure.
And Greta Gerwig's, a little tongue in cheek. She's
Right.
a good director, and she knows how to play like that
Mhm.
smarmy comedy.
Script by Noah Baumbach, and he's big into like the art house stuff. He's just never made a big movie like this before. I have no idea.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. All right. Dr. B, number 8 time. What you got?
Elemental. This is where I've got the animated. It didn't impress me, and I think it'll make money just because it's Pixar, but I think people will regret it, and it'll end up on Disney Plus here. So I had to put it somewhere. I think it's going to make money just because of what it is, but not top 5.
Makes a lot of sense. I had it higher on my list until I watched that trailer, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, if I don't think this looks good, I don't think a lot of people are going to make it look good.
If your kids think it looked good, though.
I haven't shown them yet.
Mhm.
And they can't go if I don't bring them, John, okay?
Yeah, they ain't getting your dollars.
They're going to wait for Disney Plus, damn it. All right, Riley, what's your number 8?
Number 8 is Transformers. I'm excited to see the Beast Wars in better graphics than when I was a kid, but I probably won't see it in the theater.
At the time, it looked so good.
It did.
That's high praise, Riley.
95 3D animation looked sharp as fuck back in the day, and now it looks, absolutely atrocious.
Give me that Cheetor action.
Cheetor.
All right, John, number 8.
Number 8 is where I had Elemental, and I think this was the hardest one for me to place just because Pixar is really hit and miss these days, mostly miss compared to like Disney's general animation movies they put out. And I think it opening with The Flash is not going to do it any favors, but it's also the only like truly animated film this summer, so that's where I had it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no idea where that one's going to place. That one's going to be fun to see where it actually goes. Andy, number 8.
Number 8. I'm joining the family here.
Yeah.
Fast X. My logic here, I just kind of looked at how much the movies have been making, and they've been declining pretty steadily as the quality has gone down. Furious 7 is unironically like one of my favorite movies, just action wise. I think it's so good. And then every time they just get a little, they kind of peel it back and they kind of make it a little bigger in like some way that doesn't really connect with the action, like going to space. Like that wasn't, I mean, it was a big idea, but it wasn't cool. Like they're not having like a gunfight in space or anything. You know, it's got to be cool too. I liked it better when they jumped out of those buildings in Dubai. That was sweet.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just been kind of declining. The last trailer, just kind of watch the Fast X trailer and then watch the Mission Impossible trailer. It's like sad almost. I don't like it. I love the franchise. I don't know. I'm just a little disappointed. I got to put it this low. But
are you the lowest out of all of us, Andy? The biggest Fast and Furious fan has it?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
That's a teaser for later.
You can keep a little street cred, Andy.
So far, I am the lowest member of the family. And
there's a lot of.
It is sad.
There's a lot of fighting within the family, director-wise. Justin Lin was on it for like 2 weeks, and he had to quit because he didn't want to deal with Vin Diesel shit anymore. So they hired Louis Leterrier, the guy who directed The Incredible Hulk and The Transporter. So I'm hoping The Transporter is good, like the good side of it comes out. But yeah, I don't know about this movie, guys. Okay, my number 8 is where I finally put Transformers Rise of the Beasts. I don't know if people are going to show up for this movie or not. I don't give a fuck about a Transformer movie anymore, but I said the same thing when Bumblebee came out, and that was pretty good. So, yeah, really have no idea. I don't think Beast Wars is going to get people to the theaters to see this thing, but I have it at number 8. I think it's going to make some, just not a bunch.
Remember how Bumblebee did? Was it good?
Bumblebee came out in around Christmas time, so you can't really.
It did all right, I think, overall.
But The Last Night did surprisingly well, even though it got panned terribly. I think it ended up being like number 8 that year, 8 or 9.
Yeah, and it made a ton of money worldwide still.
It did.
I think it was like 700, 800 million.
Yeah, Transformers is a huge worldwide play, and that's why they keep on making it.
Oh.
All right. What do you guys got? Number 8.
I went Transformers. I think it'll do better than some just by virtue of not having Marky Mark or Shia LaBeouf. But overall, it's just not going to compete with everything else in the U.S.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is where I put Elemental. It's what everybody else has said. It might not be Pixar's best, but it's still Pixar.
Yeah,
I just don't know what to think about that movie.
Right, and yeah, there's nothing much to say, and I think that says a lot here.
It's gonna look really good. Like it's gonna look amazing.
I think the animation style that they chose didn't really look the best. Like it's also hard to make characters out of water and fire and make them. Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, the city's gonna be pretty, and it's gonna be a lot of little ongoing jokes and crap like that. But
I think it's the first movie they've made in a while that hasn't really had like a notable voice actor for the main characters too. Like I couldn't recognize who either of the people were the main two.
Maybe Coco.
That's probably
true. And Coco did okay.
Yeah,
Coco did great or did well.
We'll see how let's see here. No love for Haunted Mansion?
No.
Sorry. Not for me. Yeah.
I might talk about it later.
I cannot wait. You guys excited for new Transformers movie? Excited is not the word I would use. No.
Put up with.
Yeah. Sorry to disappoint you, Tiana. Yeah, Fast X, there's one more coming after it. I think it's literally going to be called Fast X Part 2.
Jesus.
Even though it should be called The Last Ride.
Fast kept trying.
Fast X, The Last Ride, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like Fast X2, and it's just X2, X-Men United, like sped up at like 1.5 speed. Yeah, I'd watch that movie.
That's a multiverse I'd want for sure.
With some folk with cars photoshopped in.
Wasn't Fast and Furious gonna cross over with Jurassic Park, and they scrapped it?
I know they talked about it. Yeah, that would never happen though, and they probably made the right choice. River Phoenix has a small part in Indiana Jones. I know the third one. Yeah.
He's in
CGI.
Crusade. No, he's in Crusade
Yeah. The
Really?
very
pretty
beginning.
heavily, but I don't know if he's in the new one.
That would be interesting if he was.
Yeah.
Dial that destiny dial. All the way back.
Close Thomas Davies, isn't he?
You have my mind racing now,
No,
Kevin, about Indiana Jones. I did not even think about time travel with the fucking Dial of Destiny bullshit.
Really?
Just like I never thought Crystal Skull was aliens until I saw it, and I'm like, why didn't I see this before?
And
I'm
that
still
de-aging, that de-aging stuff is getting pretty good.
It is.
I'm still
I know-
pissed that my friend didn't tell me that it was about aliens before I walked into the theater.
He told you or didn't tell you?
No, he didn't.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know either. And then I saw him like, son of a bitch. This is so obvious. But okay, number 9, Mr. Anthony. Let's start with you again.
Okay, I'm ready to get made fun of here because I can't read my own writing. But is it pronounced Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah.
Oppenheimer. Okay, that's where I've got that one. I honestly don't know tons about this. I know that what I did read everything was consistent of don't sleep on this one. So to me, that means it'll sneak into top 10. That's why I've got it at number 9.
I was flip-flopping back and forth on either one movie or this movie making my number 10 spot, and I ended up not putting it in my top 10 at all, which is crazy to think of a Nolan movie not making the top 10. But it's 3 hours movie. It's a 3-hour long movie about the making of the atomic bomb. Like I don't know how that's gonna play at all.
Shot all in IMAX for talking.
Right.
It may be an explosion.
There's gonna be one hell of an explosion because he made like an actual atomic bomb effect. Like there's no practical, or it's all practical. It's no CGI or anything. I'm interested in seeing it. I just think it's a big ask to get people to see that in theaters.
Yeah.
So is Nolan getting high off his own farts?
Yeah. You
He
saw
like-
that, right?
Awesome.
He's
Yeah.
been for a little while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, he's like one of the only directors that can pretty much get any movie made anywhere he wants to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but does that mean he should?
He
Is this his
can.
first biopic?
Unless you count Benjamin Button.
I
Oh, wait,
don't.
that wasn't even him. That was Fincher.
Or The Dark Knight. I think that happened, right?
I mean, Dunkirk, I guess, took place in real life
Yeah.
based on
Maybe.
true
Yeah,
events.
true.
Yeah.
That's
And I
true.
almost put it on there on my top 10 because Dunkirk.
That would have
No,
been a bad pick.
Dunkirk made the money back when it did like 3-4 years ago. It made the top 10. The movie was only like 95 minutes. And this one's double that. I don't know. I don't think there's enough showings of this movie for it to make the top 10.
I don't think it has the star power to do it either. It's not gonna. I mean,
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy
the
is
main
not
guy,
gonna
yeah.
draw him in like Tom Cruise would. You know.
Yeah.
It's a big ask. I mean, I'm ready for it, but I don't know how many Nolan fans are going to flock to the theater to see this over and over again to actually be profitable, even.
Yep.
Right.
I don't know.
All right, Riley, let's go. Number 9.
All right, you guys are talking me down, but I'm giving my O face with Anthony with Oppenheimer.
That was disgusting.
Hell yes.
Oh boy.
John gets X, I get freaking O face. I love it. I'm done for the night. Thank
That's
you, Riley.
fantastic.
Yeah, I did hear a lot about the. I don't know much about it besides like not much marketing for it yet, but the trailer looked pretty cool. They have all new shots of nuclear fission happening that has never been captured before.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real Nolan-esque thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm hoping that this movie does well. I don't know. I think there's too many things stacked up against it, but we'll see.
I'm excited to watch it at home.
Everybody's new Interstellar.
I don't think it's going to be everybody's new Interstellar. People fucking
Oh,
love
absolutely.
Interstellar.
Stop
10
loving
years, 10 years from
Interstellar.
now, they're going to be like,
Sucked.
Oppenheimer's the best movie. It's everyone's top 10.
I love Interstellar.
No one said that about Dunkirk. No one has brought up Dunkirk as their favorite movie.
It's because it hasn't been 10 years yet.
You're true. Yeah, that's probably true. Give it time. Dunkirk's a masterpiece. Okay, John. Number 9.
This is where I had Transformers, and the only thing I gotta say is just give me Megatron as a T-Rex. That's all I need to see. And I want to see it like on the internet, not in theaters.
I watched on the Chinese campsite.
Oh, but did you hear there was a Twitter account that showed all the Super Mario Brothers movie, and the only reason it got away with it for so long is because it paid for a verification check?
Yes. Isn't that nuts?
Slimy shit.
I saw Avatar too that way too on Twitter.
Oh, did you really? That's a long watch on a little phone screen.
It was in 3 separate tweets.
That's amazing.
A long watch on Peter.
That's awesome.
All right, Andy.
Well,
number 9 time.
Like I said, Tenet is terrible, and Oppenheimer is going to get dry dicked by Barbie that weekend, I think. I got Barbie at number 9. I don't know. When I first made my list, I had Barbie at like 4. I misinterpreted some of the interviews and trailers and stuff. And I watched the trailer again. I was like, it's just like I think it's just going to be like a comedy movie, like a really well done, aesthetically consistent comedy movie. I think it'll probably get a lot more traction after it's in theaters. But yeah, I got Barbie here. I think it'll do pretty well, but not great.
Right. You're excited for Barbie. Tiana's excited for Barbie. I'm excited for Barbie. I'm doing that as my number 9 too. I think it's going to be like too smart to do well, as sad as that is. Like, it's going to actually have something to say. And I think there's going to be a portion of people out there who don't want their Barbie to say those things. And I think it'll still do well, but it'll not do as well as it could if it played the safe route. I still think it'll do well enough to do number 9, though.
Smart.
Yeah. Kevin, Alex?
I put Elemental here. Yeah. I mean, Pixar, you guys have all been talking about it. They've just lost a step, sort of, it feels like. I'm sure there will be something in there that'll make a lot of us tear up a little bit. But it's just, most people, I think, are going to wait for it on Disney Plus. Having said that, it's summertime. Parents want to get their kids to shut up for 2 hours. And so I think that it'll pull in enough of those tired parents to crack the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Not wrong. This is where X going to give it to you. This is where I put Fast X.
Yikes. Stop throwing up your hands, people.
You like it happen.
Yeah. X's and O's, tic-tac-toe time.
Love it.
Fuck. Okay, well, this pick, number 10, is just as important as number 1. Number 1 and number 10 can get you 13 points if you get it right on the bullseye. So, Mr. B, Dr. B, Anthony, number 10. What you got? On the nose. I don't know what that means.
I think I found a transformer.
Yes.
Ew.
Damn it.
Calm down, Ben.
I think I just found a transformer. I
think it's
forgot
found a
that Marky Mark
Transformer.
was even in 2 of those fucking movies.
I think a lot of people should.
Yeah.
Find a
Cage
transformer.
Jaeger. Cage Jaeger
No,
was his
forget
fucking
that he was
name.
in it. It was terrible.
Yeah, no, but
But
none
no,
of them
I've
are
got to
good.
have this at 10. I think it'll wrap it up. It'll hit that number 10 and it'll get me some extra points.
Right. Not a bad pick. I think it's going to not do well. I don't know if it's going to do 10, but yeah, not a bad pick at all. Riley, what you got? Number 10.
All right, I'm bringing in Haunted Mansion.
Hey.
And I do not have Elemental on my top. I moved that above Elemental for some reason.
Yeah.
And I just watched the original Haunted Mansion like last week.
The Eddie Murphy classic, Riley?
Oh, it's bad.
And then today I watched the trailer for this one, and it's like looked like 10 times better. So I don't know. It got me excited for it today.
Trailers will do it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't know too much about this one. I almost put it on my list just because there's usually one horror-ish movie that sneaks in. I don't think I don't know. I don't have any horror in my top 10. I don't know why this wouldn't play in like September.
Yeah.
Like late September, early October. I feel like that would be a smarter time to release this, but yeah. Not sure. It could definitely sneak in there. Anybody else have anything to say about Haunted Mansion, or are you going to wait until your turn?
I have nothing to say about Haunted Mansion ever.
I didn't even.
Isn't Danny DeVito in Haunted Mansion?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about Haunted Mansion. Danny DeVito's in it.
I think more Disney fans will go to the Haunted Mansion than Elemental. You know,
Danny
Ooh, that's
DeVito
a
can
bold
sell me.
statement.
Danny DeVito can sell me a fucking sub. I don't know if he can sell me to go to the movie theater or not. All right, John, number 10.
He's
Lay
a
it on us.
commercial actor.
This is where I had Oppenheimer, and I was just it was honestly a toss up between Oppenheimer and Barbie. They both come out the same weekend, so it's gonna be a head to head bash. I love it, but I gave it to Oppenheimer. Barbie is such a weird one to read. I don't know how crowds are gonna respond to it. It could be like really good trailers, and then it could just be like a dud movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going with Nolan on that weekend, so Oppenheimer to round it out on number 10.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was flip-flopping my 10 and with that one and another one. But before I say that, let's go to Andy. Andy, what you got, number 10?
This is where I got Transformers as well. I don't know. I don't really have anything to say about it. It just looks like it kind of just sucks. I don't know. but I think people do go to the movie and yeah, it probably will do a lot internationally because you put a scene of the Transformers like destroying Taiwan and the Chinese government says you got to go see the movie. It does $800 million. What do you know?
Count on it.
Yeah, I don't think Transformers is going to do that well. I have no idea. I have no intention of seeing this one at all. Maybe at a drive-in on a double feature, but that is it. Number 10 for me, it's because of the soft spot I have for Pixar. That's where I'm putting Elementals. I think more families will sneak out than hardcore Nolan fans to watch Oppenheimer because that was my other 10. Back and forth. That's what I was choosing. But family over fucking serious 3 hours. X family. Yes.
Family forever.
There, I fucking did the X. There you go.
The old people in the retirement homes, in the hospitals, in the morgue to go see Oppenheimer. Don't just wait. I promise you, they love some Nolan.
You saying old people love Nolan?
Old people.
I don't think they do.
I think they do. Plus, it's like during their time period with the golden age stuff, whatever.
Back in my day, we had atomic bombs. Is that what you're trying to say, John?
I loved it.
Back in my day, we dropped a bomb on you.
That's right.
Drone warfare.
All right, Kevin, Alex, your number 10, your last pick. What is it?
I put Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana Jones.
Whoa, that's a ways down for that franchise.
I mean, the Crystal Skull was so fucking bad.
It was.
And, but then on top of that, I think there's just this like sort of gap between, the people who have the nostalgic love for the original Indiana Jones movies, a lot of whom were soured on the franchise from Crystal Skull, who will probably look at it and go, do I really want to spend $20 going to the movies to see Harrison Ford mumble his way through being Indiana Jones again?
But he's got a whip again.
Who fucking cares?
But everybody else has guns, so he just fucking hides. I'm curious what that movie is gonna do. I think it'll do well, but I think a lot of people I don't think old people will come out for Oppenheimer. I think they will come out for Indiana Jones. But we shall see. Okay. What other comments we have? Hey, Bob's Blu-rays, how's it going? I am live. Isn't that crazy? And then no bad movie, Transformers Blasphemy. That's the entire franchise. It's just blasphemy.
Has no bad movie seen the 5th Transformers movie? Because I think he would change his name.
It's pretty terrible. Let's see here. Tiana, it's so nice to see Owen Wilson in the movie. I feel like it's been a while. Is Owen Wilson going to be in Barbie?
Haunted
I think he's
Mansion.
in Haunted
Mansion. Oh.
Isn't he in that Paint movie or whatever that just came out?
Yeah. Wow.
Bob Burns.
I'm Bob Ross. Wow.
There's a new Wes Anderson movie coming out.
Yeah, Asteroid City. That's right. That one looks really good, and nobody had that on their top 10.
Oh, it's a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, you're like the biggest Wes Anderson fan I know, Kevin.
It won't make money.
But it's the summer. He doesn't usually release his movies in the summer.
The last movie that actually made a profit for him was what? Grand Budapest?
I have no idea.
Yeah, the theaters that those movies premiere is like seat 50. So
But I do want to see it. I will go to
I
the
do
theater to
too.
see it.
Yeah, that
It looks
cast
like
is
it's above
absolutely
the most-
nuts. Like normally Wes Anderson casts are crazy. This one seems to like be even more than normal. It's nuts.
Wait, Kevin, did you see the Wes Anderson AI generated Star Wars?
I did.
I've never even heard of
Solid.
this.
It was really solid, actually.
You gotta Google it later. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's talking about a director who's huffing his own farts.
He always has though.
That's true.
His
not
farts smell
original.
like mahogany. Fucking Wes Anderson, Jesus. One of a kind.
Smells like a falcon.
Okay, so everybody, our top 10 picks are done, but we're still not done. We have a few more picks to do. Let's go through all of our wild cards really fast. I'll start with Dr. B. Just name all 3 wild cards you have. The wild cards for everybody that's listening, there are movies that we think might be able to make the top 10, but we didn't have enough faith for them to actually put them in the top 10. If any of these movies do pop into our top 10, we'll get a point. So Dr. B,
I'm going to preface this by saying I think I'm more afraid that I don't have a horror on this list. So it's what helped me last year get the W. Thank you. What was it? The Black Phone. But I've got Barbie, Haunted Mansion, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I don't have any horror on mine either, and that's driving me nuts. I just didn't see a horror movie that either A, had enough time to make enough money, or B, I believed in enough. I don't think
Insidious 5 was the only one that I truly considered.
I don't think people like Insidious enough to go see that in theaters. That's one that they can wait to see when it comes out digitally, I think.
Or on Twitter.
That would be only 2 tweets, right? That would fit in 2 tweets. Yeah. Okay, Riley, what do you have for your 3 wild cards?
I was thinking you were going to say Insidious there for your horror, but I didn't consider Haunted Mansion horror really. But my top 3, Barbie, Elemental, and the Ninja Turtles movie, whatever that's called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really wanted to put Ninja Turtles in my top 10 because I think it does look like a fun time. It just doesn't have enough time to make a lot of money.
I don't think it has enough time to make it.
Right. Okay, John, your top 3 or wild cards?
I had Barbie, TMT, and Meg 2. Get ready, guys.
Yikes. I think the Meg did make it in the top 10 the year it came out, surprisingly enough. Yeah.
It did.
Oh.
Speaking of Rainn Wilson, he's not going to be in this. He died in the first one.
Spoiler alert.
It's the fucking Meg. Who cares? You can't spoil the Meg.
I just picked it up from Family Video. It was laying on our counter, but I guess I won't watch it.
You can't return it anyway. You have to watch it at some point.
Anyway, dissolved the company. I put TMNT, Oppenheimer, which I don't believe in, and I hate that director now, and Insidious.
Okay. I thought about Insidious, but I'm like, there's no way people are going to show up for this. Because I feel like the we're going to get to this a little later. I feel like the box office totals are going to be bigger than what they have been since COVID started. And I don't think Insidious would make I don't even think Insidious would make close to 150 million. And I think that's like what the bottom of the barrel will be in the top 10 this year.
It won't, but I'm so confident in my top 10. I just threw out 3 random movies.
Who the fuck cares, right? Andy? You don't even mean anything.
Exactly.
Okay, my 3 wild cards are TMNT, Mutant Mayhem, Oppenheimer, and I threw Haunted Mansion in there just because family stuff might do something. But yeah, that's all I got. Kevin, Alex, what you got?
I went with TMNT, and then I went awful wild. I threw in Robert Rodriguez, Hypnotic, and the Black.
Jesus.
The Blackening was close to being on my dark horse as well, but it wasn't.
Okay.
What'd you get? I had TMNT and Insidious: The Red Door, and then my obligatory old people movie this year, Book Club 2.
The next chapter.
If anybody remembers, Book Club did sneak into the top 10.
That was a COVID year, though. There's no way it's going to happen this year.
Old people go to the movies, man, and they don't want 3 hours of Oppenheimer. They want an hour and 30 of Candice Bergen. All right,
Mary Steenburgen, please.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some of that old people movie magic.
Going back to Alex's, that Hypnotic, I think that comes out next week. Like, it comes out in May at some point, and there's been like no advertisement for it at all.
I think it's second or third week in May.
Yeah, it's
I just
early
saw
May
the trailer
some
for
point.
it today.
Yeah,
There's not a lot. There's not a lot coming out that weekend.
Mhm.
So it'll have to fight with second week of Guardians, and then I think the next one after that,
It's June probably.
Yeah, it's a while before anything else relevant comes.
Could do movie. Could do
Maybe
monies.
Fast X is like the next decent size.
Mhm.
Nobody believes in Fast X anyway.
I almost put Talk to Me on here.
That was my whole movie I wanted to. I want Talk to Me to be very good. I don't know.
It's A24. They've been hitting it out of the park recently. I just don't think it would make enough money. But I think the movie's going to be awesome.
I hope so. I hope Talk to Me is really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we did our 3 wild cards. We have 3 more to go. These will all be worth 5 points each. Whoever gets the one correct closest. This one is a boondoggle. In a boondoggle, you have to pick the movie that you think will lose the most money compared to its budget. So, Dr. B, what'd you pick? If we all don't have the same answer, I'm going to be shocked. But Dr. B, what'd you get?
I typically never have the right answer for this, but The Meg 2.
Ooh.
I think it's going to lose some money. Sorry,
How,
John.
do you know what its budget was?
It was, I know it was more than the first one. It was 100 and, I don't know.
I couldn't find an accurate budget on it, but I know the first one was over 100 million and made a shit ton. But I just don't think the fan club is there for it. I don't think it has enough time to make a lot of money.
It just made a lot overseas, so like its worldwide box office was great. That's the only reason why it's getting a sequel. But I mean that could lose a lot of money in the States for sure.
I think it's upwards of 150 mil.
That's crazy
for budget.
That's the number I saw, but we'll see.
Okay, Riley, your boondoggle.
All right, the budget so far for Haunted Mansion is 157 million.
Holy shit! That movie's gonna lose so much money.
I didn't look up that one either.
Which it's my number 10, but I also think it could be.
Wager bets, man.
Yeah,
you gotta do it.
Interesting. I didn't even look up the budget for that one. Fuck.
Way
okay,
yeah. On that.
Yeah, good pick there. Good pick. John, what'd you get?
I had Blue Beetle here because I think Blue Beetle is also like around 150 to 160 $160 million budget.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just too early to tell. That movie doesn't look good. It's just me. But I just think it's going to come out, August 18th? So it's going to have time to make enough money. So that's my thoughts.
It's a good pick.
Yeah. Andy, what'd you get?
I am with Riley. This Haunted Mansion is like some John Carter from Mars shit. Like, if you watch that trailer, it is so confused with the tone. It has a ton of like high profile actors that don't really draw audiences. It doesn't look funny or scary I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I think it just looks terrible. So I didn't even look up the budget. I just watched that trailer and I was like, no fucking way.
When does that one come out? Do you know? August sometime, right?
July 28th.
July 28th. Okay. So it still has like a month and change to make money.
What a dumb time to
release like the same long weekend of TMNT.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. I picked the same one as John. I picked Blue Beetle just because it only has 2 weeks. The budget was $150 million. I think people are going to be superheroed out at that point, and I think this is one you can definitely wait to watch until it hits Max or not HBO Max, just Max now.
Can I
like no name recognition, right?
George Lopez, John?
No, I'm talking about the name, the superhero Blue Beetle.
Oh, Blue Beetle? Yeah, nobody cares about. I think the show, there was a CW show, and that got canceled after 1 season, right? Blue Beetle?
Was there?
I thought it was. I could be wrong, but yeah.
Hispanic people are going to come out for Blue Beetle, 100%.
It's like it's going to be their Black Panther, Andy.
Not their black, not that big, but I think it's gonna. I don't think it's top 10, but I think it'll be surprising how well it does.
We'll see.
Yeah. Kevin, Alex, Boondoggle.
I have the same one as Anthony. I put Meg 2.
I went with I'm gonna get some laughs. Oppenheimer. I think
Ooh.
Tenet just fucked everybody on liking Nolan movies. Plus, it's 3 hours. I think it'll come down to what reviews say about the movie because if it comes back anything like Tenet,
Goof.
nope.
I almost had it.
And the budget on that movie's got to be ridiculous.
That's
think
what I'm
it's
looking
100
up right now.
It's
I did
only
not look that
100.
one up.
100 million.
Yeah, just 100 million. I thought it was gonna be more than that.
I thought it'd be way more because you're saying they
Yeah.
like simulated nuclear fission or some shit. Like,
Right.
how do you do that for 100 million? Tenet was 205 million,
Mm-hmm.
and that movie, I fucking hate that movie.
It's
It
not.
was bad, man.
My
I
God.
didn't see Tenet. I kind of like Tenet, but I didn't watch it in the theater. I watched it without any hype. So
I did see it in theaters. Like the only movie I really wore a mask in theaters for. It was weird. Yeah, it was weird.
Was it worth it?
No, it wasn't.
No, didn't think so.
Okay, we have 2 more categories left. The first one, the worldwide. What movie do we think out of all of these is going to make the most money worldwide instead of just domestic? Dr. B?
Back to a Transformer. I think this
Oh,
is where we found the
Transformers,
Transformer.
Okay.
Mhm.
Transformers usually does well everywhere else, and it just does okay here. Okay. Riley, what you got?
I should have done Transformers, but I already submitted Indiana Jones, which also has a chance. But maybe.
Yes, it can. Because
Mhm.
Tom Cruise did it last time, so.
Yeah, I haven't done any research on what Indiana Jones normally does worldwide. I have
He
no
usually
idea.
does everywhere except for Germany.
Ooh,
Zing.
Hey, he's beating up my grandpa. I don't want to watch this.
That's
okay,
funny.
John, what you got?
Internationally, I had The Little Mermaid. I had that as my number 1, so I'm just all in a Little Mermaid, bringing in that cash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous how that one will play overseas. Little Mermaid water joke overseas.
Nah.
Huh.
Boo.
Nope.
That was
Okay, Andy,
terrible.
go. Andy, go.
Oh.
Don't look at me. Don't look
This
at
is
me.
probably stupid. I just put Guardians 3.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
Marvel.
Not stupid. Could happen.
I put The Little Mermaid, and I don't know if I like it or not.
Mm-mm.
But we'll see
Yeah.
how it goes. All of these Disney remakes make $1 billion worldwide, so I'm assuming this one is going to keep that afloat, and yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Remember how they took Finn off the posters in China for Star Wars? I don't know.
Just China, though.
Yeah, China does.
China isn't as big as it used to be a couple of years, like before
Is it
COVID.
not? Okay.
No, not really. Okay. Kevin, Alex, what you got?
I got Transformers.
Mm-hmm. Both of you?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
The only reason why I didn't pick Transformers is just because that Chinese box office has really died. It doesn't really let a lot of movies in, and the ones that it does from overseas don't do as well as what they used to.
Yeah.
So Transformers might buck that trend, but yeah. I don't
This
know.
is giant robots.
It is giant robots. Giant robots always win.
Robots in disguise.
Mhm.
Okay, we have one more rule, a rule that got put into the system from the winner of last year's Dr. B. This one is called Box Office Cliffhanger, and this one goes very in-depth. This one, we have to try to guess what we think. All of the top 10 movies, box office, domestic, will be combined. And I have no fucking idea. This one is tough. This one's very tough, and I'm glad you get to start off, Dr. B, because you can. I can tell if I think I am out of bounds or if you are crazy as fuck. So, Dr. B, let's go.
Both. And this one has a theme song. It's the theme song from The Price is Right, where it's yo do do yo do. Anyway, that's the theme song of this one because it
Is
is the
it queued up
cliffhanger.
for us? No?
All right. I sent this number to Jake earlier today. I sent it and then I immediately regretted my number. So I'm at for a whopping total for my top 10 of $2,921,000,000.
There it is.
Way too low.
And if you have
Way
to
too
know,
low?
that
Who
averages
knows?
out. Hey, if you have to know, that averages out to about 290 million per movie.
Yeah, because it's divided by 10.
How'd you do that so fast?
Don't question the only person who's won this twice.
You know what? You can't argue with that.
He still needs to put his name on the trophy for the second time. Riley, here we go.
And add a lapel pin.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm not just a little bit under Anthony at 2.7 bill.
Oh, I'm way over everybody.
Yeah, you
Oh
are.
God.
Which, if you do the math and divide it by 10,
Like 270 mil a piece.
I think
Wow, I
so.
like that.
And this is all without going over, right? No,
I thought it was closest to the actual number.
No, we decided closest because we didn't want to do a bunch of $1.
well,
Yeah.
Dr. B wanted to do without going over, but he still had to like go big.
Well,
is
as
that
long
what
as
we're
we're
doing now?
submitting now, unless someone says $1, you can't like you. My issue was like if we're all just gonna shout it out like live, someone could go like, "I take $2,750,000,000 and $1."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's fine. I've already submitted. It's good. It's good to go.
Mhm.
Same.
All right, Andy, what'd you get?
What did John say yet?
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, sorry.
No, I
John.
feel really high. I feel way higher in comparison. I did 4.5 billion.
Whoa.
Shit, John.
You're
You
nuts.
think these movies are
You
going to make
think every movie in
freaking
the
money?
top 10 is going to hit 450 million?
I
You
think
remember that
I think
this
you
is
fell off the
just
cliff here.
domestic, right?
I think after, I mean, I know Mario's an exception just because Mario's Mario. I think people are just ready to go back to the movies, and I think this summer we'll do it.
I hope you're right, but I think that's a pretty high number.
Hell, the movie people think that. Hope you're right.
I almost heard that number that John wrote something similar because I looked at Box Office Mojo and it said the entire box office for like 2019 was like 4 billion or something, but that's like everything,
The
like
entire year.
yeah, top.
Yeah.
No, that's just summer, but it's top 10.
Oh, is it?
It's like top 87 movies or something.
Yeah, it was all of the movies, not just the top 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I almost did that, and I was like, "Oh, wait a second." So I took it back, but I used the same formula. So I was mentioning before we started, in 2009, after the comedy crashed, the next year, movies did 4% better in the summer. So I added 4% to. Oh, where'd I go? Am I still here?
They were.
Oh,
I had to go, yeah, I took you off.
We
full
heard your
screen this
math.
year.
Hold
Oh,
on.
okay, cool.
Weird.
So I added 4% to last year's top 10. I came up with 2,850,000,000 ish.
Nice.
Very cool. I didn't realize what Riley's score was, and I am like kind of pissed now because mine was 2,659,000,000. So I have like a $40 million window of where I can win the fucking thing. So that's great. Okay. Last one. Let's go. Box office cliffhanger. What do you guys got?
I went 2,950,000. So I think I'm right. I'm close to. I'm really close to Andy.
Did you get right over Anthony?
Yeah, you went over me.
I'm like 30
by
million
30.
over Anthony.
That's hilarious.
But I can't. Where did you end up with Andy?
I was at 2,850,000,000. So you're
okay,
you're
well, then I
100
feel-
over me.
I feel like there's quite a gap between me and John there. So I
Sure.
think I'll be all right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what I was. I must have done the math wrong because I tried to add up 2018 summer box office, and then in my head, I'm like, oh, factor in inflation. I put 4.9 billion.
Oh my god!
I love it.
So you're saying John's got a chance,
Listen, movie tickets are more expensive than they've ever been.
which is why nobody
true.
would do
Yeah.
it.
What, and if Movie Pass comes back, like,
It's over.
is that going to affect things?
I don't know. How does that go into like I know that AMC for like $20 a month you can see 3 movies a week. I don't know how that affects the box office.
Yeah.
I don't know if they
I
just count the $20 or That's an
My lo-
interesting question.
My logic was that Little Mermaid could do $1 billion, and so could possibly Fast X. Throwing it out there.
Fast X gonna do $1 billion without even blinking.
Have faith.
Jesus.
Okay, let's see here. Let's read a couple more comments. Barbie gonna crack top 10 for show. Let's see here. We had Hunger Games. That I don't think that comes out this summer, does it?
I think it's this fall
This
or
fall.
winter, isn't it?
Fall.
It's this fall.
Gotcha.
Although the new
Oh, they
trailer
were
looks
done
pretty
with
good.
the Hunger Games.
Never.
No,
No,
prequels.
the new
Prequels,
one.
Andy.
This is the prequel.
Milk it
The
for all it's
trailer-
worth, man.
Trailer looks really good, actually.
It's not Jenna Ortega, but it's another like singer person. I can't remember who's the main
Thought
star.
it was. Isn't it the chick from West Side Story?
Yeah, what's her name? It is
I
her.
don't
Yeah, but
It's gonna
Cool.
tank.
No, it's not.
Boogeyman? Boogeyman?
Everything's gonna
Anybody?
be garbage, but I'm here for anything horror. If we still had Movie Pass like we did the other what
Mhm.
4 or 5 summers ago,
Yep.
I would
always
be
how-
at Boogeyman in a heartbeat.
That's how we saw the gem that was the hurricane heist. I would have never seen that movie if it wasn't for Movie Pass.
Honestly,
Movie
I'll
Pass
never
is
see it
back,
again. But Hurricane
Going
Heist
back
was
for real
amazing.
this time.
Saw X, I think, is coming out in like September or October.
You know,
First
that's
Fast
still-
X, then Saw X.
I'm just not excited
Damn.
about any Saw movies.
I like the Saw franchise. I don't know why. The director of Blue Beetle has already pissed off a lot of fans for dissing his movie.
What?
So the director of Blue Beetle doesn't like Blue Beetle.
What?
Yeah, biggest flop, biggest flop.
No way.
Let's see here. How is there still no trailer for Meg 2? Because it doesn't come out until like August, right?
Yeah, but they also want to keep it under wraps because it's probably not very good.
Yeah.
No,
But-
it's probably terrible.
I guarantee there's gonna be a shark in it. Just heads up.
Maybe a big one too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
called
sharks
the Meg.
eating a dinosaur. Like, what
It's
more
called
do you
Meg
want,
to
people?
the Trench. So
Yeah.
it only
Crystal-
gets deeper.
Crystal Skull did 790 worldwide.
In 2008. Imagine that money now.
Pretty good,
Right.
man.
And Movie Pass is back. Haven't you heard? It is back, but you got to pay more. It's not $10 a month anymore.
No, it's like a tiered system, and I don't know.
It's not the same. No,
Seems like a lot of work.
We get
correct.
Stubbs. Stubbs is where it's at.
There's like one AMC near me. Otherwise, I would.
Oh, they're all over
Cinemark-
Indianapolis.
Yeah, if Cinemark had like a $20 a month and you could see 3 a week, I would
Oh,
get that. In a
That's
heartbeat.
that's basically what Stubbs is. But yeah, the only AMC theater is in Johnston, and no one's going to that.
And it's a
No.
garbage. It hasn't been renovated since the 90s. It's not.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it's
look
trash.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny. It's like the biggest thing here.
Right. Yeah, it's the biggest movie chain in America, just not in Iowa. Imagine that. Yeah. Okay, guys, that was everything. How do we feel about our picks? It's always fun to do, but I am fucking shaking in my boots already.
It's fun to do, but it's fun that you're all going down with me.
One of us has to
Okay.
win, so I'm hoping somebody feels confident.
I'll win. That's fine.
This,
You guys can.
this year feels a lot more like placement it's placement's going to be a big deal where it lands on the top 10 more
Yeah.
than a lot of other years.
Yeah.
Everyone basically had the exact same movies.
Mhm.
That's not what happens every year.
And there were only a couple occasions to where like more than one of us had it at the same spot too.
Yeah.
It only happened like 3 or 4 times when we were talking.
And I think last year everything was really dependent on reviews. This year it might not be as much just because there is so much, and people are probably more willing to go to the movie because there's a lot of big movies coming out.
Yeah.
By the way, that Blue Beetle director said he wished that Trump got assassinated. He called Batman a fascist, and then he said that Puerto Rico was a slave colony of the U.S.
Oh no!
That's why people are mad at him.
What is he doing? Is he pulling an Ezra? What's going on right
But
now?
he's standing behind the movie. I don't know what that guy was talking about.
White people are mad at him.
Yeah, but they're not going to go see the movie anyway.
Correct.
It's
Right.
a boat. There's
I
a
mean, I
comment
don't
that
think
says we
I
need a
would.
bigger boat. I love
We
it.
need a bigger boat.
Is that a reference to what I just said, or Jaws?
No, I think
I
it
think
popped
it's
up.
Meg.
Oh, thank God.
I love it. So, what's the movie everyone's looking forward to personally this summer?
Oh,
I'm not going to any of this shit.
for me it's animated, man. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man, and I'm looking forward to TMNT.
Yeah, I would say Spider-Man and the Flash are my 1 and 2. I've heard nothing but good things about the Flash. So my hype meter just keeps on building for that thing.
You should take that down a
Spider-Man.
couple notches.
Probably, yeah.
I might go
Spider-Man
to
for
Flash
sure, but-
alone in an afternoon. I'm not. My wife's not going to go to it ever. We might go to Guardians 3, maybe.
Guardians
Kinda
3 is
feels
just going to be
good.
on Disney Plus in 3 months anyway.
Mhm.
I just know after Spider-Verse 1 that animation that's the kind of thing you need to see in the theater.
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely.
That was
Yeah.
like
I agree
I think
with
the
that.
first movie I brought my youngest girl to, and she was like 2 at the time, and she loved it.
That's a
So-
banger, man.
hmm
Everything else I'm going to wait on. So
I'll
Right.
probably see a few of these. Not going out of my way to go to a lot of them though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's pretty expensive to go to the movies these days when you can just wait 4 months and watch it at home, if even.
I saw a guy explain this the other day that really what the competition is between movie theaters and home theaters. And home theaters, if you look at them, how they've advanced since like we were kids in the mid '90s, like now the cheapest or the smallest screen you find is the same size as the biggest screen that you would find in the '90s. Sound quality for at-home theaters is up. But movie theaters have barely changed.
hmm
Mm.
What are they going to do?
I saw 3 movies in theaters last weekend. I saw Evil Dead Rise, and I saw Beau Was Afraid, and I saw Air. And Air, it was fuzzy to look at. It's like the projector didn't fix it right, so it like gave me a headache to watch. And I had to like go out there and tell him, "Hey, your fucking thing is blurry." That's gonna stop people from going to the theater right there because they can just wait and watch it at home.
Did
Does
anybody see that Ankeny theater that had the screens on the side now?
Oh, Ankeny's putting one of those in the Screen
I think
X.
they already did it.
I did not see that. No.
I can't remember. I think it was Guardians was the first one or something. Fast X was gonna be the first
Extreme
one.
4D, is that what it's called or something?
No, it's got like screens that wrap around.
Yeah, it's
It's
basically
like
like
a
Oh,
360
yes,
view.
yes.
It's yeah.
Is it
basically
for a
virtual
fucking
reality.
frog person? What the hell? How am I supposed to watch that? I got 2 eyes in the front of my head, by the way. What the fuck?
I think it's just like I've been wanting to, but like no theaters around here have. I'll go see it once just to see. Like
Yeah,
I
it
saw
feels
a
like-
movie,
it feels like it's gonna be putting on a headset.
possibly.
okay.
Yeah, I saw a movie in 4DX, and I'll never do it again. But it was fun to do the one time. This will probably be the same thing.
What did we see? Did we see something in 4D?
Yeah.
Oh, we went and saw that. We went and saw Doctor Strange in 4D,
Yeah, I saw.
and that was just
Smell-o-vision. I need to bring out smell-o-vision.
Well, in the 4D they did like whenever there was like an accident, they would put in like burning rubber smell. It was fucking gross.
What'd
And
you
then
go
like
see?
there was
Oscar
like
Shaw?
snow coming on the ground, and there was like literal like foam that fell from the ceiling and evaporated within like 10 seconds. 4DX is fun. It's just one
It's a
time is
gimmick.
enough.
Eventually they'll have to start taking the 3D element even further with holographic, so that a movie actually has the same effect as like going to a playhouse, where it looks like actual people are actually in front of you.
Mhm.
I think that's about the only thing that they could do to advance and compete
It'll-
with home theaters.
It'll start out looking like that scene from Batman Forever where they stick that thing on their forehead. You see a fish.
There's one thing I know from the VR days is you don't want a headset on your head for more than an hour or 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's sweat city.
You ain't kidding. All right, guys.
Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks everybody for joining and watching, and hopefully you play along with us. I know that every week you get excited to kind of see what box office totals have done, and you rack them in your head and look at your list and see if it's done well. So thanks again, everybody.
Good
See you
luck
next
to
time.
everybody except for Anthony.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks.